Hi, my name is Trey Smith, and I did my case study on visual communications. And I did it on Adobe Premiere Pro and Apple Final Cut Pro, and those were the two main subjects in this case study. And what I found out is in my case study is that um, the second city, which is a bunch of alumni that are comedians, Tina Fey is one of them, and others as well. And also, I used to do visual communications as well, so this is why I chose this topic. But without further ado, so with the editor's name is Greg Mulvey, and what Greg Mulvey wanted to do was to come into the second city name in Chicago with the comedians and alumni and switch up the softwares for from Apple Final Cut Pro to Adobe Premiere Pro. The reason why is because Adobe Premiere Pro has more capable abilities such as a 360-degree motion tool. It's way faster than Apple Final Cut Pro. It has tons of other features such as not eye recognition. Has designing where you can draw easier, have more fluid motion than Apple Final Cut Pro. It's a lot of pros to it, as I'm naming them. Has some cons, but Apple Final Cut Pro primarily has cons, and it doesn't, have the advanced technology as well, meaning it's not upgraded, it's not up to date. And Adobe Premiere Pro from Greg Mulvey, the editor, who came into Chicago, wanted to have the green screen, and Adobe Premiere Pro had way more capabilities, meaning it had more enhanced workflow. It was more fluent in what the software had provided versus the Apple Final Cut Pro. And then, like I said before, the better camera, better pictures, the software, a lot more. And he really wanted to change the narrative of the software. Excuse me, not the narrative. He wanted to change the software due to the fact that he was already used to both, actually. So for him to even work with both was actually awesome. But what I found the problem was that first things first, the problem was the fact that both were good softwares, but he wanted to mainly use Adobe Premiere Pro. And the reasons that I had named was the reasons why. And the alumni, the second city in Chicago, the comedians, they really were not feeling that because they already were used to Apple Final Cut Pro, obviously Apple product. Everybody used to Apple products, right? So what they did, at first they were against him. They didn't want nothing to do with him at all. They, they really didn't want to do anything with the software or him because, but he was the best in his field in visual communications as well, with the green screening and so forth, 360 motion, enhanced drawing and editing, and they can, and with Adobe Premiere Pro, they can go ahead and work with other companies as well, and other companies that are out there that use that technology and software, can are used to that. And Apple Final Cut Pro was already coming to an end as well because it wasn't where it needed to be, and they were just, no, we're not going to use that. Hey, Mr. Greg Mulvey, can you come in and help us out? The solution was they tried everything out. The alumni, the comedians, they tried everything out. They seen the difference between the two, and he went on ahead and got on board, actually, and they seen how the green screen was better, the 360 motion, the views, the pixels, everything, especially the pixels, because the clear imagery is very key, especially in certain softwares, especially when you're trying to get the very petite detail. And you have to, because in that field, it's very competitive. I would know. Like I said, I used to be in it, and for him, but for Greg Mulvey, he convinced the comedians that, hey, look, the second city, as they're called, to come aboard and let's go ahead and use Adobe Premiere Pro. And the outcome of it, the workflow from Adobe Premiere Pro simplified and enhanced every bit of detail that they worked on, and everything came out great with Adobe Premiere Pro versus Apple Final Cut. It was much faster, better, more efficient. Like I said before, the 3D motion of it was, as they were saying, was very much faster, but also petite to where you can't see anything pixelated. Like that's mainly important, especially when you're dealing with big screen or comedians and big names and other brands out there, organization. Because if not, you don't want anything pixelated. Then nobody's going to want to buy that. Nobody's going to watch this animation. Even with Disney and everything. So that was very key. And for my excuse me, so the problem, solution, and outcome, I feel as though I explained that, and that was the main three between Adobe Premiere Pro and Apple Final Cut. The editor came in, he did his job. He convinced everybody. They, came aboard, and the outcome was great. And that's pretty much it. But that was my case study on visual communications. My name is Trey Smith, and thank you.